Being cooped up during the pandemic can be tough, especially with a lover who's pushing you to your wits' end. Broadcasting from their solitary cells, we present the Merry Murderers of Sacramento County Jail in their rendition of the cell block tango.
Pop.
6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
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 He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
Pop.
6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
Pop.
6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
He had it coming.
You know how people have these little habits that get you down? Like Bernie. Bernie liked to chew gum. No, not chew. Pop. So we're sitting at home like we are every damn day, and I'm really irritated, looking for a little sympathy, and there's Bernie. Lying on the couch, drinking a beer and chewing. No, not chewing, popping. So I said to him, Bernie, you pop that gum one more time? And he did. So I took the shotgun off the wall and I fired 2 warning shots into his head.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have heard it, I bet you would have done the same.
Pop.
6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
Pop.
6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
I met Ezekiel Young from Salt Lake City at the start of the pandemic, and he told me he was being cautious, and we hit it off right away. So, we started living together. He worked from home, and then he'd go out and see these 6 buddies of his to blow off steam. Said he'd hang out at a safe social distance. And then I found out he tested positive for COVID-19. Caught it from one of his friends. Socially distanced. Socially distanced my ass. Not only was he seeing those 6 dudes indoors in a basement, but they weren't even wearing masks. So, that night when he came home, I mixed him his drink, as usual. You know, some guys just can't hold their arsenic.
He had it coming.
Pop, 6,
He
squish,
had it coming.
Cicero,
He
Lipschitz.
took a flower.
Pop, 6,
made it
squish,
strong,
Cicero, Lipschitz.
And you used it.
Pop.
And he abused it.
6.
It was a murder.
Squish. Cicero Lipschitz.
Now, I'm standing in the kitchen, I'm carving up the chicken for dinner, minding my own business, and in storms my husband Wilbur in a jealous rage. "You've been screwing the DoorDash guy," he said. He was crazy, and he kept on screaming, "You've been screwing the DoorDash guy!" And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
My neighbor Giselle and I had been friends for many months. We did everything together. When the pandemic started, I noticed that she was hoarding all of this toilet paper, just keeping piles of it in her apartment. I went over there to share a glass of wine with her one night, and there she was, laying on the carpet in a pool of blood. Her head was completely severed from her body. I panicked, and then I remembered all of the toilet paper. I quickly grabbed the trash bag and took as many rolls as I could. You never know when things are going to get scary again. Someone in our complex saw me sneaking out with the garbage bag that day. The police assumed that I'd killed her for the charm-in. I mean, it was double quilted, so...
Yeah, but did you do it?
Not guilty.
My sister, Veronica, and I, we've been playing a lot of board games to keep us occupied during the pandemic. And my husband, Charlie, will play with us every once in a while. And we play all kinds of board games. Life, Scrabble, Yahtzee, Trouble, one right after the other. Well, this one night, we are hanging out as usual. The 3 of us sitting up in our pajamas, boozing, just having a few laughs. And we run out of ice. So I go out and get some. I come back, open the door. There's butt-naked Veronica and Charlie doing the ultimate play. The triple word score. Well, I was in such a state of shock, I completely blacked out. I can't remember a thing. It wasn't until later when I was washing the blood off my hands I even knew they were dead.
They had it coming.
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 They had it
all
coming
along.
all along.
I didn't do it.
She didn't do
but
it.
if I'd done it,
But if she done
how
it,
could you tell me that I was wrong? They had it coming.
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 They took the
all
flower
along.
and its pride.
I didn't do
And
it.
then they used
but
it.
if I'd done
And
it,
they abused
how
it
could
so
you
much
tell me that I was wrong?
I loved Alvin Lipschitz more than I could possibly say. He was a real artistic guy, sensitive, a painter. We decided to be in the same COVID bubble, just me and him, nobody else to worry about. He'd go out every night for a little fresh air, and along the way, he found a whole other bubble to get cozy with. Ruth, Gladys, Rosemary, and Irving. I guess you could say we broke up because of artistic differences. He saw himself as alive, and I saw him dead.
The dirty bum.
The dirty bum.
They had it coming.
They had it coming.
They had it coming.
They had it coming.
They had it coming all along. 'Cause if they used that, they abused us. How could you tell us that we were wrong? He had it coming. He had it coming. He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
You pop that gum one more
Socially
time.
distance my ass.
10
Double
times.
quilted.
The triple word
Artistic
score.
differences.
I bet you would